Whenever your multiple choice answers are in decimal form, a big hint, just use your calculator to solve it. So we're going to let each side of the equation equal our y1 and our y2, and we're looking for the intersection. Alternately, as we learned in our previous classes, we could also say this: sine squared x minus 3 plus x equals 0. Just move everything to one side. Your choice. I'm going to do this. Remember here, if you're doing this, you're finding an intersection. If you're doing this, you're finding the zeros. You need to set up your calculator. You need to look at the domain that you're given and set up your x values on your window. Okay, so there's your domain, which means your window needs to go from x is 0 to x is 2 pi. And you just enter 2 pi by putting in a 2 and then your second hat gives you pi. Enter. Why did I get 6.28? Because that's 2 pi. Okay, I'm going to change my scalar. I'm going to change the scalar to pi divided by 6. Why did I get 0.52? Because that's pi by 6. Okay, and then I'm going to set my window up, and I'm just going to tell you this for right now. I'm going to just set my window up from -2 to 2. Kind of arbitrary, and I'll leave the y scalar there. Okay, so once again, how do you enter sine squared so your calculator understands that you're finding the sine and the answer? The composition goes correctly. You do it this way. You put sine x and you close the bracket before you square it. So sine x, close the bracket and square it. That's your sine squared. Subtract 3 and add x. Now before you graph this, you need to check that your mode is correct. If you see this in degrees, your mode is degrees. If you see this in pies or any other number, your mode is radians. How do you change the mode? Well, there's a button here that says mode. Push it. And right here, you're just going to go down and scroll and highlight the one you want and press enter, and then you can graph it. What do you want? Radians. Okay, so then you guys can come back and find that intersection.